Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
Well, we'll be racing alongside Hollywoodbets Kenilworth on the day, so racing fans and punters will be split with regards to where they will be spending their cash. Of course, it will be divided by the two meetings, I suspect. But that said, with the feature races at Hollywoodbets Greyville, I think we should get an encouraging, sizable pool on the day when it comes to the Pick Six. The big one begins in race number 4. It's at 12:50, 10-1, and it's over the Hollywoodbets Durbanville line distance of 2,200 meters. Before we bring up the field, let's go into that package for race number 4.
Outside, Fire Forces trying to get into it. Coming to the 300-meter marker now. Animal Impact, Hoodwinged. On the outside, Ironmonger's running a race. Ibiza Knight's on the inside. And also running on Basi Rakvat. Ibiza Knight hit the front the last 100 though. Ironmonger's running on Red Sleeves and Cap. On the extreme outside, here comes Basi Rakvat and got them all. Basi Rakvat on the line, came sneaking.
On that replay, you saw the race change dramatically over the final 300 meters or so. It looked like Hoodwinked, who then started laboring and coming up for air, opened the door for runners that came through to run well. And one of the stables that did exceptionally well in that race was the stable of MJ Odendaal with Basi Rakvat, the winner, and number 9, Ironmonger, running third. Of course, that was not too long ago. So obviously this horse would have taken his run well, because declarations would have been during the course of the week, and MJ Odendaal would have known that the race was on Saturday. My horse has taken his race well, and I think that he's good to go for this Saturday. So on that last start, if you're going to judge him purely on that, he must have a serious chance of winning it. Policy of Truth from the Tinny Prince to stable is priced up at the time of recording as the even money favorite, and he hasn't been this distance, so that must be a slight concern. But maybe his Gauteng form lines will be good enough to see him win here, especially his form line of his last start, Rael, where Mastership has won, Battle of Barberton, Mocha Snap has won as well. But the distance will have to be a slight concern for me. I think there's two ways of playing this first leg of the Pick Six. You're either going to go 2 runners, numbers 5 and 9. If you look past them, I can't help you narrowing it down. It looks like an absolute nightmare, this race. And with a big field, the bigger field, should I say, coming up later on, competitive racing, I wish I could try and narrow it down to a minimum spend, but I can't. But the way I'm suggesting is 5 and 9 in one perm, and possibly the field in another.
Yeah, I do believe that Policy of Truth is vulnerable, and I'm looking to beat him in the exotics here. I think 90-10 is too sharp for a horse that, firstly, hasn't been the distance. Secondly, has been reported respiratory noises. He over races. He doesn't settle in running. Doesn't help the rider, and he does have the form to his name. He's been fairly consistent. I thought he's had every opportunity to get the job done, but I think going over 2-2 for the very first time against horses that have been the distance and have been effective over the trip, I think that he's an opposable type here, and I like the look of number 9, Ironmonger, with Calvin Abebe aboard. He's obviously on a quick backup. I'm sure he would have taken his last run well. He's in some good form, so I think he's going to run a nice race. And then number 1, Trip to Nebraska. Now, she's a filly that isn't too far off the action. Last time out, I remember the race, Sereno Moodley made a sweeping move and he tried to win his race at the top of the lane, and she just seemed to go tire late on in the day, and she was swallowed up by 3 other horses. But I think going over 2,200 meters will suit her. She's a horse that is always slow out, as you can see in her last 4 starts, reported short right 4 as well. So I think if all is right with this daughter of Trippy, I think that she can make a presence felt. So in terms of the place accumulators, I'm going to go with numbers 1 and 9, but number 9, Ironmonger, is going to be the top selection.
Yeah, it looks like a complicated race. I think that's the way to put it. Maidens are generally not complicated races, but when you put fillies against colts and geldings, when you put younger horses taking on older horses, you put battlers that are got some form to recommend against horses that are debuting for certain yards that are unknown over this distance, then it's a roll of the dice. That is what it is. But Riles has rolled his dice and he's come out with numbers 1 and 9. And, just because the horse is even money on 9 to 10 in the betting, it'll be foolish to ignore the chances of number 5, Policy of Truth. So it is a tough start to the exotics, which is the pick 6 here in race number 4. And hopefully things work out accordingly. It's over 2,200 meters and you need to get that pick 6 on by 12:50.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.